What's going on? What is happening at this football club? What is happening to one of the best academy products that has come through at our loving football club, Manchester United? Because, guys, I really don't know what is going on. I wish I had the answers. I wish I could look you in the camera and tell you this is what's going on, but I truly don't know. Because Kobbie Mainoo, I should not be sitting here in August 2025 making a video about you potentially opening to offers and leaving the football club. And secondly, why you're not seeing any grass in the first two games of the Premier League. I'm absolutely disgusted. It makes me sick. It makes me sick. And this is a manager that I have been behind since day one when Ruben Amorim came into the football club. This is a manager that I was willing to back. This is a manager that I've said, look, I will go into this season with an open mind, having a full pre-season, having new signings in, allowing your coaching to now take over. And Manchester United should now be winning at least back-to-back games, winning some Premier League, scoring some goals that I can get excited about, seeing some fluidity, some tactical plan. And first of all, I'm not seeing none of that. We've spent 190 million on a new forward line. They have not yet clicked. We've not scored a goal through them. Cunha's been very unlucky. He's been brilliant so far. What a signing. And Bumo is paid like he's been tense. He's nervous. He's not been himself so far. I need to look at myself in the mirror if anyone calls me Mbumo who's watching. And Sesko, he's just looked a bit slow, languid, come off the bench twice. And every time he's come off the bench, we've looked worse. So this team just clearly don't know how to play with a striker. So first of all, we've just got to say tactically, something is wrong with Manchester United at the moment. Ruben Amorim is showing that his lack of in-game management is causing him problems, and it's something that we have to address. It's something that we have to correct. I want Man United to win football matches just like all of you, but I also have to stand by a manager that I have stood by, but then criticise him when things are not going well. And so far, we've seen a very good performance against Arsenal where we failed to score, and was like, right, don't get too excited, because I said to people, it's how you follow it up now. Can you go and win the game after? Can you go and put in a performance like that instead of it being first home game this season? It's against Arsenal. The fans are excited. The players are. Can you show consistency? Well, we've gone to Fulham and done it for 20 minutes and we've drawn the game. After 30 minutes, we didn't recreate anything. I didn't see nothing. No tactical game plan. No changes with the subs. It was just like for like. No change of formation. No Xerxes and no Kobbie Mainoo, which is why I'm making this video, because guys, it really breaks my heart that we've got a young 20-year-old player with the talent of Kobbie Mainoo that is not being able to get a minute on this football pitch. And I can't believe it. I truly can't believe it, guys. Kobbie Mainoo has not seen 1 minute of Premier League for game time this season. And he played so much in pre-season. And I was thinking this is going to be a season for him where he's going to find a way to get him into the team. Ruben Amorim has come out and said, I have a game plan for him. I have a plan for him. He's important. Well, if he's important, that means you'll play. If you have a plan for him, it means we'll see it. And I'm not seeing either. I'm not seeing a plan for Kobbie, and I'm not seeing how he's important. So Ruben Amorim coming out and telling us as fans that Kobbie Mainoo is an important player and I have a plan for him, and we're not seeing it, is basically a lie. Like, let's call it for what it is. It's basically a lie. Because if I was seeing some form of him coming on and where he's going to play, or him starting games and him coming off, I'm like, okay, there's a plan for Kobbie. Not starting him against Grimsby on Wednesday night is going to be a plan for Kobbie, because we all expect him to start and we all expect him to probably play well. And then you're going to probably start him on the weekend off the back of that performance. It's ridiculous. Kobbie is our most naturally gifted midfielder. He's our most technical midfielder. He's our most natural, comfortable central midfielder. And yes, we play a two-man midfield, but let me tell you this now. The reasons I believe Kobbie might not be playing in this team is because I didn't think he had the legs, right? Ruben Amorim has now come out and said that he's competing with Bruno Fernandes for a spot in that team. Well, let me tell you one thing. He can start over Bruno Fernandes for me on the weekend against Burnley, because Bruno Fernandes has not done anything exactly exciting that means he should be entitled to a place in this team, other than he's captain and they've got a little Portuguese family base going on. Because the truth is, Kobbie Mainoo is a better midfielder than Bruno Fernandes. So Kobbie should be playing. And then to have the cheek, the audacity to play Agate and Mason Mount in the position next to Bruno Fernandes, because all of a sudden you can't play Bruno and Kobbie together when you're chasing a win and when you're chasing a goal. Diabolical. Agate's crap. Sorry. Agate's crap. I thought he was better than what he was. I'm not going to lie. I thought he was better than what he was. I got that one wrong. I didn't say that I was a massive, massive fan, but I understood why we're signing him, to break up play, to be a dog in there. He's crap. So Agate should not be ahead of Kobbie Mainoo in any aspect of the game. Secondly, when you're chasing a win as well against Fulham, who you've beaten your last 15 seasons. Mason Mount, I understood that he dropped back in there because he didn't want to take him off yet. Then he took him off. But to have Casemiro, Agate, Mount, Bruno over Kobbie, this is becoming an absolute disaster. Because in both games against Arsenal, Agate came on. Kobbie could have came on. We were losing the game 1-0. We were chasing the game. We need to fucking score a goal. We needed to score a goal. So bring on Kobbie Mainoo. We've seen him have great moments against Wolves, against Liverpool. Great moments in the FA Cup final where he's lifted a trophy and helped Manchester United under Eric Ten Hag. He had his breakout season where he played 24 matches in that 23-24 season, getting 3 goals, 1 assist. Yeah, the numbers weren't great, but we saw big moments, big assists, good performances. How Kobbie Mainoo was not touching the pitch after 2 Premier League games is all on Ruben Amorim and his shit decision-making, his shit in-game management. I'm sorry. It makes me fume that we've now got a 20-year-old that is potentially considering his future at the football club, which should never be the case. I should be making this video after he had his breakout season in 2023, 2024, sitting here in August 2025, a year after he just started in a European Championship final for England, saying, we have got one of the best midfielders in the country. That is what I should be sitting here saying. Build our team around Kobbie, or Kobbie, magnificent performance. Kobbie, undroppable. But no, I'm here begging for Kobbie to get minutes. I'm here confused to why Kobbie is not getting game time. Because in both games, we're 1-0 down. In one game, we're 1-0 down. In the other game, we're 1-0 with 20 minutes to go. And we need to find a win. We need to get a first victory in the Premier League. But no, Xerxes and Kobbie, you're left on the bench. Even Xerxes being left on the bench. We all know the ability of Xerxes. We all know what he can do. Link up play, dropping into pockets. He's a very good technical player. He should be on the pitch. He should be on the pitch. And now it wouldn't even surprise me if Joshua Xerxes was open to leaving the club in the last 5-6 days of the transfer window, because he's not seen any minutes either. And they're 2 of our most technically gifted players. Ruben Amorim, I want you to succeed, my brother. I want you to do well. But decisions like this and what you're doing to players like Kobbie Mainoo are going to make the fan base turn against you. Jim Ratcliffe and I hope Jason Moorcock are looking at this and thinking, what is going on here? And you're going to get yourself sacked, mate. And I won't give a crap. I won't give a crap, because one thing is this. And this is one thing, guys. Like this video, by the way, and make sure you subscribe. This is a video about Kobbie Mainoo, because one thing is this. This manager must go before Kobbie Mainoo. There is no way on this planet Earth that Manchester United let Kobbie Mainoo go to a Tottenham, Villa, whoever it may be, a Chelsea, before sacking that manager. No way. Because if this club did that, I'm up at Manchester. I'm driving up the M1, M6 and I'm protesting. I'll be there. Front line. No way, because Kobbie Mainoo is too good to not be getting minutes. And look, yeah, you might say about this formation and he can't really play in a 2-man midfield because, yes, it exposes him. And look, I've said that a 2-man midfield does not suit Kobbie Mainoo. He is perfect for a 4-3-3. If a new manager came in, or Thomas Frank, who my friend wanted for time, came in with a 4-3-3, Kobbie Mainoo would be the first name on that team sheet, because we know he's like a Paul Pogba. He's got that left-hand channel of the 8. He's got the guile. He's got the passing. He's got the creativity. He's got the technical ability. Kobbie Mainoo is perfect for a 3-man midfield, and he'd be the first name on the team sheet. However, we don't play that. We're playing this 5-2-3, or whatever you want to call it. 3, what it is, back 5, 2-man midfield. Simple as that, 3 attackers. Even though Kobbie could suffer at times in that team, there is no way that these players are better than him. So for me, you can play Kobbie and start him and get 60 minutes out of him to his maximum level. And yes, he might get tired after 65, 70 minutes. Cool. If Man United scored a couple goals by then or we're winning the game, cool, take him off. Bring on a Casemiro, bring on an Agate, whatever you want to do just to shore it up and make it a bit more solid in there, even though I don't feel like it's more solid. But that's the plan anyway. But you have to find a way to get Kobbie into this team now. You've had 2 games, 1 a loss, 1 a draw, 1 point from 6 possible points. Agate, we've seen you for 2 cameos. You've been crap. Casemiro, you have tried and you've done your thing to an extent, but we know that you're capped in terms of your minutes and your legs and your ability. We know that you're on a decline, which is sad to say because you've been a phenomenal footballer, but we know that you're on a decline. Kobbie Mainoo is the player that you look at Man United's midfield and you say he's the only one, because Bruno is also on a decline, that you would say is on the way up. Kobbie Mainoo at 20 years of age should now be starting, should now be getting better, should now be being trusted, and should be now being in England regular and a Man United regular. And we are driving this football player to now consider his future at the football club. It's a travesty. It's a travesty. I'm sorry. It is not good enough to say Kobbie can't play in this team just because he might not have the legs. I'd rather someone with the technical ability and the potential of Kobbie Mainoo playing and starting and showing me what he can do for 65, 70 minutes, and then his legs can get tired. I don't care. But we have to find a way to play him. And Ruben Amorim, you've got to look at yourself hard in the mirror, my brother. Because what you're doing to this team right now is killing us. You are now turning fans against you. You are now turning the best academy product that's come through into the first team in the last few seasons against you to now consider his future. And we can't let him go. There is no way we can see Kobbie Mainoo leave this football club. And if it's Kobbie or Amorim, I'm team Kobbie. I don't want to be taking sides. I'm not trying to do the tit for tat, but this manager must go before Kobbie Mainoo leaves this football club. We cannot afford to be replacing someone like Kobbie in years to come and watching him flourish and succeed elsewhere. Jim Ratcliffe, Jason Wilcox, Barada, you need to step in. You need to step in, the three amigos. You need to do something. You need to do something now. You need to talk. You need to interact. You need to change. Because Man United fans, after 2 games, we're becoming very, very impatient. Very, very restless. We need to win games and we need to see Kobbie Mainoo on the pitch because we cannot afford to lose a player like this. So, guys, Amorim, you have got to wake up and smell the coffee quick, fast, and get a solution to get this player into your team. If not, sign me a midfielder. 5 days. You've got 5 days to get me a midfielder into this football club, because if not, European places, forget it. Top 8. Top 10, but that's not where I want my Man United to be. That's not the way I want us to be heading. So, guys, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe. Kobbie Mainoo, I feel for you. I hope things do change. Stay strong. Your time and your chance will come because you are too good of a footballer to not see the football pitch. Tottenham, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Arsenal, Man City, whoever you may be, stay away from our Kobbie. He ain't going anywhere. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.